Have you ever felt trapped in the endless cycle of seeking approval from everyone? Pressured by the expectations of others, to the point of losing sight of your true self? If so, you're not alone. And this book, The Courage to be Disliked, might just change your perspective forever. A book that dares to challenge convention, inviting us to break free from the chains of external validation. This is not your typical self-help guide, but a philosophical dialogue that provokes thought, peeling back the layers of what truly matters in life. In the first chapter of this book, we are asked to ponder a fundamental question. Does our happiness depend on the approval of others? Are we willing to sacrifice our authenticity to be accepted by society? The philosopher in this book emphatically says, no. According to Adlerian philosophy, the foundation of this book, each individual has a unique life task. This task is not something determined by others, but something we discover ourselves based on our values and life goals. True happiness, according to this book, is not about avoiding the dislike of others, but about living a life true to our life task, by daring to be ourselves, regardless of what others think. So, are you ready to shed the mask of pretense and find the courage to be yourself? If so, let's continue this journey together, delving deeper into the true meaning of life. All problems are interpersonal relationship problems. Thus begins the philosopher's dialogue with a skeptical young man. A statement that may sound controversial, but will lead us to a new understanding of how our relationships with others shape us. Relationships, the cornerstone of human existence, yet often a source of our greatest struggles. In the second chapter of The Courage to be Disliked, we delve deeper into this intricate web of connections, guided by the wisdom of Adlerian philosophy. The philosopher challenges us to reconsider our understanding of relationships, particularly the notion of competition and vertical hierarchies. He argues that these dynamics create unnecessary conflict and hinder our ability to connect authentically. Instead, he proposes a radical shift towards horizontal relationships, where individuals treat each other as equals, regardless of age, status, or achievements. This doesn't mean denying differences, but rather recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every person. In horizontal relationships, we are not driven by the need to prove ourselves superior or to gain approval from others. We are free to be ourselves, to express our thoughts and feelings openly, and to offer support without judgment. This shift in perspective has profound implications for our personal and professional lives. It allows us to build deeper connections, resolve conflicts more effectively, and create a sense of community based on mutual respect and understanding. But how do we achieve this shift in a world that seems to constantly reinforce competition and hierarchy? The philosopher offers practical advice, encouraging us to focus on our own tasks, to avoid interfering in the lives of others, and to take responsibility for our own happiness. This doesn't mean we become isolated or self-centered. Rather, it means we recognize that our primary responsibility is to ourselves, and that by taking care of our own well-being, we are better equipped to contribute to the well-being of others. Life is a series of choices, each one shaping our path and ultimately leading us to our destination. In the third part of The Courage to be Disliked, we confront the concept of life tasks and the importance of taking ownership of our choices. The philosopher introduces the idea that each of us has a unique life task, a calling that gives our existence meaning and purpose. This task is not imposed on us by others, but rather something we discover through introspection and self-awareness. It's not about conforming to societal expectations or chasing external validation. It's about identifying what truly resonates with our soul and pursuing it with passion and determination. The philosopher emphasizes that taking ownership of our life task is not always easy. It requires courage to step outside our comfort zones, to face our fears, and to embrace the unknown. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we live in alignment with our life task, we experience a sense of fulfillment, purpose, and joy that cannot be found in external validation or material possessions. The philosopher reminds us that our life task is not just about personal fulfillment. It's also about contributing to the well-being of others and making a positive impact on the world. When we embrace our life task, we become part of something larger than ourselves. We connect with others who share our passions. We build meaningful relationships, and we contribute to the greater good. From the individual to the collective, our lives are intertwined in a complex tapestry of relationships. In the fourth part of The Courage to be Disliked, we explore the concept of community feeling and its profound impact on our well-being. The philosopher challenges the notion that happiness is a solitary pursuit. He argues that true fulfillment comes from feeling connected to others, from being part of something larger than ourselves. This sense of community feeling is not limited to our immediate family or social circle. It extends to our neighborhood, our city, our country, and ultimately to all of humanity. It's about recognizing our shared humanity, our common struggles, and our collective potential. It's about offering support, compassion, and understanding to those around us. The philosopher emphasizes that community feeling is not about conformity or sacrificing our individuality. It's about finding our place in the world, contributing our unique talents, and working together to create a better future for all. This sense of belonging can be a powerful antidote to the isolation and alienation that many people experience in modern society. It can provide us with a sense of purpose, meaning, and hope. But how do we cultivate this community feeling in a world that often seems divided and fragmented? The philosopher suggests that it starts with small acts of kindness, compassion, and generosity. It's about reaching out to those who are struggling, offering support to those who are different from us, and building bridges of understanding across cultures and communities. As we approach the final part of The Courage to be Disliked, we are reminded that the journey of self-discovery is a lifelong process. It's about constantly challenging ourselves to grow, to learn, and to evolve. The philosopher urges us to embrace the present moment, to focus on what we can control, and to let go of the past and the anxieties of the future. He reminds us that happiness is not a destination, but a way of life. It's about finding joy in the simple things, appreciating the beauty of the world around us, and cultivating gratitude for the blessings in our lives. In this final part, the philosopher brings together the key themes of the book, weaving a tapestry of wisdom that can guide us on our own journey of self-discovery. We are reminded of the importance of self-acceptance, of embracing our imperfections and recognizing our inherent worth. We are encouraged to pursue our life tasks with passion and purpose, to build horizontal relationships based on equality and respect, and to cultivate a sense of community feeling that connects us to something larger than ourselves. The philosopher leaves us with a powerful message. The courage to be disliked is the courage to be happy. It's a call to action, an invitation to break free from the chains of societal expectations and to live a life that is true to our authentic selves. As we close the final chapter of The Courage to be Disliked, let us carry these words with us, allowing them to inspire and guide us on our own unique journey of self-discovery. The important thing is not what one is born with, but what use one makes of that equipment.